In an Indian town known as a flashpoint for sectarian violence, workers are crafting the final touches on a divisive temple that has come to symbolize the country's rising tide of Hindu nationalism. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will next month inaugurate Ayodhya's new shrine to Lord Ram on a site where a mosque once stood, before it was torn down by Hindu zealots more than 3 decades ago. Muslim residents of the city, remembering the deadly riots that accompanied the demolition, have been wary of its renewed atmosphere of religious fervor. But for many more, the project is both a means of restoring Ayodhya to the glory of its depiction in ancient Hindu texts, and proof of Modi's commitment to defending India's majority faith just months ahead of national elections. Artisans were toiling on top of bamboo scaffolds to finish ornamental details on the main structure of the imposing shrine, which will stand 50 meters tall at its highest point. With a price tag of an estimated $240 million according to project manager Jagdish Faili, its builders expect tens of millions of Hindu pilgrims to visit the temple each year. Immense sums from government coffers have poured into Ayodhya to give the city's dilapidated infrastructure a facelift ahead of the inauguration. A new international airport will open, road and rail connections have been upgraded, and a crop of new hotels have sprung up almost overnight. Sidewalks and pillars have been decorated with the saffron flags and marigold flowers used in Hindu festivities to welcome travelers. Ram is one of the most revered deities in the Hindu pantheon as the protagonist of the Ramayana, one of the faith's 2 foundational epics, which chronicles his battles with the demon king Ravana. Devout Hindus believe that Ram was born in Ayodhya around 7,000 years ago, but that during the rule of the Mughal Empire, the Babri Masjid Mosque was built on top of his birthplace in the 16th century. Modi's presence at the inauguration is effectively the opening salvo in his campaign for re-election later in 2024. His Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, has campaigned for decades to build a temple on the site, and its activists were instrumental in the mosque's demolition. The mosque was torn down by a mob in 1992. Triggering another wave of riots across the country that killed 2,000 people, mostly Muslims.